AskReddit by Mustafa Rangoon 52. What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? Deleted. A lot of women don't understand that it takes us a lot longer to figure out how we feel about something than most women. Give us time to process, and we'll bring it up if and when we want to talk about it. But don't try to push us to be emotional, since most men aren't as driven by feelings as most women. Sometimes we pee on the poo stains in the toilet because we are too lazy to use the scrub. I don't know who complained, but the way I see, we do a fine great work. Sometimes we don't talk to people cause we don't want to intimidate them. I might see a girl with a cool shirt on but I don't want to make her think I'm coming onto her or something. Rather than freak her out that a 6'6" guy thinks she looks good today, I just leave her alone. Especially if we're on an elevator or something where she can't leave if she actually is uncomfortable. If a guy told me that on my way out of the elevator and explained why he didn't say it while we were still in, I definitely think that's adorable. May even want to see him again. You have no idea how much women appreciate it when men understand how complicated and unsafe the world feels for women a lot of the time. We get raped too. Can confirm I was molested by a neighbor's babysitter, 15F, when I was 7. Deleted. Sex isn't all we want in a relationship. I'd rather be with someone who understands me but only does it once in a while than someone who I have sex with every day but don't connect with emotionally and mentally. Some of us are into things like cooking, cleaning, makeup, fashion, etc. It doesn't necessarily mean we're gay. Please don't tell us to man up. A lot of us were constantly told that growing up whenever we tried to express ourselves, so you saying it will often bring up bad memories. Men can be abused. Men can be raped. Men also tend to be more suicidal because society tells us we're weak if we try to discuss these things. No, we don't enjoy being raped by a hot girl, and we often don't talk about it because people will often straight up tell us we're lying about it if we do. If we haven't carried in all the shopping in one go, we haven't done it right. Smart is lining up the bags and evenly distributing the weight so you can take everything in one go. Wisdom is taking the majority on first trip and letting everyone else put away the groceries while you are on your second trip. Maybe this is more of a dad secret, but I don't babysit my own kids. That's called fathering, damn it. Deleted. I've heard this before and I can't relate but I'm kind of jealous. It sounds peaceful. I am always having some sort of inner monologue or background thoughts bombarding me unless I smoke up, which I do to escape this. Do I have some sort of condition? Deleted. Best way I've ever heard it explained was no one wants to bang their sister, but everyone wants to bang their imaginary hot sister. If you compliment my appearance I will probably remember forever. I still remember when a girl in college told me I look nice with my beard when I first grew it out. I've had a beard ever since. I'm a woman. In college I complimented this random guy in line for coffee that he smelled really nice. It wasn't a pickup line or anything, I just enjoyed complimenting people. About a year later we ended up having a class together and I didn't recognize him at all. He came up to me and thanked me again for the compliment I gave him a year ago and said he hasn't forgotten about how nice that was for a stranger to be so upfront and to compliment him. We'll be married 7 years in June. Edit. Thank you for my first medal. I love sharing this story. We have the magical power of thinking about nothing. Manspreading isn't a sexual thing. We're trying not to crush our balls between our legs. Nice try, Audrey. I'm not telling you what I got you for your birthday. After a shower, we have no problem drying our balls and face with the same towel. Most of the time we try to dry the face first, then the sack. But sometimes we have to go back to the face. We just hope we use an uncontaminated part of the towel. Edit. Uncontaminated. My balls are clean after a shower. Just, you know. Wiping the balls then wiping my face is just kind of, yay. Deleted. I'm secretly an emotional wreck. I just hide it. : Big hugs big fella. We have emotions too. How ya doing buddy? As an older man, we don't expect you to look like a supermodel as we age together. Yes, at times I do see you as I did 30 years ago and every wrinkle and flaw disappears. Yes, there are times I see every wrinkle and flaw, and know how you got every one of them. They are beautiful too. I wish more older men would answer. The answers so far are cool, but I'm also interested in hearing how life experience affects what is said. It's not uncommon for us to genuinely think you're beautiful without any makeup. This comment will be buried, but those perfectly round toilets suck. It's super annoying when your junk touches the inside of the toilet bowl. The oval toilets, like in most public toilets, are much better. Fucking fact man. I hate the circle toilets. Your chances of getting what you want out of us are infinitely higher if you tell us directly. I can vouch for this. I was upset with myself for not picking up what I thought were clear hints, when he responded frustrated with, "I don't understand hints, just tell me what you want woman." He really helped me communicate better. I don't know why we grow up thinking we can't directly ask for things. I just spent the last hour shouting all of these to my husband in the other room, and him replying, "Yep." When I told mine the title, he said, "We've all tried that one thing." Took a couple of hours, but I finally came across it a few posts up. Bunch of snitches in this thread. At least they didn't disclose any of the serious stuff, like stuff about that meeting we all have once a year. We don't care how popular, or unpopular, you are with other women. So it shouldn't factor into how you value yourself when dating. Edit. Thanks for the gold internet stranger. When people come crying to us, our first inclination is to fix the problem. Since this is, often, not possible, lead with something along the lines of, "Can I vent for a minute?" or anything that signals to us this is just a time for active listening, rather than a problem-solving session. Otherwise it's just awkward WTF is going on here in our heads. Simply saying you need to cry tells us exactly what we need to do. Men want to be wanted and desired too. I can count the number of times a woman has come out and either asked me out or told me she was attracted to me on one hand. And from my understanding that is a high number. We don't miss hints because we are dense or stupid, we miss them because we have learned the hard way that sometimes it's just a friendly compliment or some such. That embarrassment sticks with you. If you've ever looked at a dude and oh wow he's attractive, I'd like to go out with him, go talk to him. Men love confident women, and even if he doesn't reciprocate you will make his day, or maybe even his year. When we want to be alone, it's not that we don't want to be around you, it's that we don't want to be around anyone for a bit. I get this one way too well. I go through bouts where I just don't want to talk to anyone regardless of how close we are. If we tie down anything in the back of a pickup truck or trailer, it's physically impossible for us not to stand back and say that's not going anywhere. This is shockingly accurate. Might even be accompanied by shaking the object a bit and looking at your friend for confirmation that he also saw how much it's not going anywhere. Edit. Silver. Thank you so much. These guy secrets seem to fall into 3 areas: male genitalia, toilet habits, and the lack of psychic powers when it comes to women. Got it. You forgot the fact that all men know who killed JFK, but we signed a non-disclosure agreement. There is no amount of hot sex that will stop us from masturbating as soon as we're alone. It's 2 separate releases and you just filled up the spank bank. Sometimes, especially if it was hot. We really do think your hair is good. It looked good before and after you got a haircut. It looked good curly and it looked good straight. It looked good when you woke up and when you made it. As long as it's shaped like the hair we gave girls on stick figures when we were 5 years old, we think it looks good. I wish more girls understood that. My hair is a mess, I know it is, and I think that's fucking adorable. PLS, just be cute too. Men can think a woman is hot without being sexually attracted to her. Men can think other men are hot without being sexually attracted to them. Some men can have respect for someone's looks regardless of their sex. It doesn't mean they want to screw that chick or that guy, it just shows a level of appreciation for the way someone looks or the way they carry themselves. We don't get the hint. Saying I almost broke my neck in the driveway is not the same as asking us to shovel it. In my mind I'm thinking, thanks for the heads up, I'll be careful. Deleted. When the penis is flaccid, we sometimes like to stretch it out or tuck it inside our balls for fun. You can squeeze the head of your penis and the tip lips will move like a mouth and you can talk to it. I've talked to the man downstairs too, but we don't speak of such things. Oftentimes, we genuinely don't care where we go to eat because we're just hungry and want food. Any food. As long as you eat some too. Edit. I'm glad someone liked my toilet comment enough to give me gold. I promise to use this responsibly. 99.9% of the time, I don't care. I'm not being a pushover by having you choose what to eat, because I might as well fry some hot dogs and cook pasta, add ketchup and voila. Dinner. But I already know that isn't fancy enough, so you choose. Luckily, I found someone that'll actually eat that, so our days of not knowing isn't very indecisive. We just raid the cupboard and freezer and make ourselves whatever. I'm a girl and I've found out through the years that when guys say something, don't think too much into it, like what's the hidden meaning, don't overthink it. Guys normally say stuff that should be taken at face value. We had a friend in college who would always try to figure out what a guy meant. I mean, this was constant. Every time she started to try and figure out what the subtle meaning was, we would say, "Chrissy, the sky is blue. Nothing more." Double quote. Deleted. Do you mean bar soap or a urinal cake? Because I've had the pleasure of never having to pee on soap or ice yet in my life. The mental struggle we have to go through to not scratch around our groin in a public setting. It'll take 100% of my willpower to not do it. The itching can drive me insane, yet the euphoria from actually scratching it is so good. I often imagine this must be what it's like scratching a dog's ears. There is a reason why men's pants have deep pockets that are deep enough to reach balls. Vegas. The nod. When you see a guy you don't know, or kind of know but don't really know well enough to talk to, walks by, you give a subtle nod of your head, which they return. I talked to my wife about it and she confirms that women do not do this, but that they sometimes smile instead. Edit. Because it keeps coming up. Some girls also give the nod. Typically, an up nod is for your friends, and a down nod is for strangers or less than friends. This could subconsciously have to do with a baring or hiding of the throat. Thanks everyone for the comments. Edit 2. Some women nod also. I have been told no need to add another identical comment. Deleted. I'm just now realizing this with someone I am interested in. I thought my interest was obvious, but I think your method will work better for me. Every guy has, at one point, used their erection to hold up a towel upon exiting the shower with an unwanted erection. If you're gonna be here, you better work. We desperately want you to toss us things instead of just handing them to us. When I asked my husband for confirmation on this, he said, yay, it's fun to catch things. As a favor, I worked on a girl's car one time and got pretty dirty. Afterwards, She asked me if I wanted to come inside and take a shower. I told her no because I hadn't brought any clean clothes to put on after the shower. She just kinda giggled. Yeah, us guys aren't exactly too bright when it comes to reading between the lines. How many nights have you laid awake replaying this what if in your mind? Deleted. I had a girl tell me that my haircut looked nice. I've kept that same haircut for 4 years since then. Edit. Hey, thanks for my first gold. And silver. Rat. Edit 2. Platinum. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Dude, I got a compliment about some shorts I was wearing that I wasn't sure if they looked good or not. Those are now my favorite shorts. We can't move our penis without closing our butthole. Edit. Thanks for all the silver and the gold. This is really blowing up. Help, I can't stop. Not sure if this is universal, but guys usually have at least one pastime for which the process and ritual is just as satisfying, if not morizo, than the outcome. One example is my morning espresso. If I'm making it, being interrupted or rushed is very disruptive, to the point where I'd rather not have started it. For others it may be washing the car, barbecue, or shaving. But try to mind when guys are doing something where the means are an end in and of themselves. Being able to fully invest in these gratifying rituals is fulfilling to a surprising degree. Just because we're in the shower for an abnormally long time doesn't mean we're jerking off. Guys like to have long hot showers too, ya know. The shower is the only place that nobody bothers me and I can't just shut my mind down. That's why I take 30 minutes for a shower. I like hugs. You monster, I bet you like hand holding too. Nice try, BuzzFeed. Deleted. I'm not staring at you. I'm zoned out thinking about how I'd start a brewery in medieval England whilst my eyes just happen to be facing your direction. Edit. Spelling. That awkward moment when you zone back in and you are staring at someone you don't know that wasn't in front of you a moment ago, and they are looking back at you.